Something that God has been dealing with me on currently is setting your heart towards Jesus. Focus in on Jesus. Focus in on his word. The Lord took me to the scriptures of Esther. If you know anything about the story, there was a plot to have the J people unalived. I can't say it on this app. She was actually a J person. Please catch what I'm saying. And they was going to have all of them unalived, and the king agreed to it. Now, she believed that God would help them, and so she did the unthinkable. But what Esther was actually seeking for when she went to God, the Bible talks about how she went on a fast. And when she went to God, what she was seeking for was wisdom, discernment, protection, and guidance. Esther risked it all. She knew it was dangerous to go to the king without even permission. She was a J person. They were seeking to have all the J people unalived. She knew the ramifications, but when she went to God, she set her heart on Jesus. But she knew that once she set her heart towards God and she convened with God for those 3 days of fasting, she went before God. That was when she knew that by going to God, she will obtain the favor, the wisdom, the guidance, the protection that she needed in that moment. Her faith went before her. So many messages. I'm not going to go into everything, but one of it was her faith. Her faith in trusting in God and trusting in God's ability to advocate on her behalf. I'm relating it to this season, the season of uncertainty, this season of we will need protection, whether we want to agree or not. Anyone that's living on this earth, in this world, you will, in the next coming months, you will need the protection of God. And just God started dealing with me concerning the spiritual failure and abandoning your faith and your strength in God. With that understanding that God is the source, he's the full source of life. But what I caught with Esther is she risked it all. But before she did that, she set her heart towards Jesus. She set her heart towards God. And as she did that, she took her faith along with that. In these next coming months, we will need that faith. We will need the guidance. We will need the discernment, the protection of Jesus. And in order to do that, we must set our hearts towards God. Especially in moments of uncertainty, we cannot allow Satan to steal the faith, the very mustard seed that we may be carrying, that we may try to find, that we may have. We cannot allow Satan to steal, to bring worry, to bring the spirit of doubt in our hearts and in our spirits concerning the matters of the world that we have no control over, that is the control of your Father. Every day I'm finding new ways to press into the secret place with God. Every day I'm finding and I'm seeing how completely vital it is to press into that place with him, and just asking God to wrap me in his spirit, wrap me in the word of God in every way possible, everything wrapped into Jesus. Child, in this season, that demonic spirit ain't came to play with. He ain't here to play. So if you're truly like me and you're feeling shaken, or you're feeling a little weary and you know that you're in that place, or you feel that place creeping up with so much woes of this world, so much uncertainty, no clarity, and it may begin to make you feel anxious about your future, what's to come, what to expect, don't know what to do, where to turn. Know that we must set our hearts towards Jesus. In every way, we have to be like Esther. We have to go to God. She did a fast for 3 days. No water, no nothing, just dry. I'm thirsty, Esther. Esther, I'm going to need a glass of water, okay? But she set her eyes towards God with her faith, along with her faith. And she was able to obtain the wisdom and the discernment and the protection that she needed in that moment. We must set our eyes towards Jesus in this season. There's so much to come, and we can't allow discouragement to set in. So we must stand, have a firm foundation. Child, them songs be coming through. Firm foundation in Jesus.